In 1937, the world watched a flying giant cross the Atlantic. It was a symbol of human pride, a marvel of engineering. But in just 34 seconds, that marvel turned into a raging inferno. This was the Hindenburg disaster, one of the most shocking and unforgettable moments in the history of flight. So, what exactly was the Hindenburg? It was a colossal German airship, a type of rigid aircraft known as a Zeppelin constructed by Nazi Germany and named after the former German president, Paul von Hindenburg. It was a true titan of the skies. In fact, it was the largest flying object ever created at the time. Imagine a floating luxury hotel, complete with dining rooms and private cabins, carrying passengers in style across the vast Atlantic Ocean. It represented the peak of airship technology and the future of travel. On May 3, 1937, the Hindenburg began its fateful journey. Lifting off from Frankfurt, Germany, with its sights set on the United States, destination was the Lakehurst Naval Air Station in New Jersey, just a stone's throw from New York City. On board were 36 passengers and a crew of 61. Down below, thousands of spectators had gathered, eagerly awaiting the spectacular sight of this giant airship landing. The transatlantic crossing had been smooth, and as it approached its destination, everything seemed perfectly normal. No one could have predicted the horror that was about to unfold in the final moments of its flight. As the massive airship maneuvered to land, disaster struck. A sudden fire erupted near the tail section. Before anyone could react, the flames, feeding on the highly flammable hydrogen gas that filled the airship, engulfed the entire structure in a matter of seconds. In front of horrified onlookers and rolling news cameras, the Hindenburg became a blazing fireball in the sky. It crashed to the ground in a heap of twisted, burning metal. The entire catastrophe, from the first spark to the final collapse, was over in less than a minute. The dream had turned into a nightmare. So, what caused this terrible tragedy? To this day, the exact cause is still a topic of debate among historians and engineers. However, the most widely accepted theory points to a fatal combination of factors. It's believed that a leak released hydrogen gas from one of the internal gas cells, Vs. Escaped hydrogen then mixed with the air, and a spark from static electricity, built up during a thunderstorm, ignited the volatile mixture. Hydrogen was what allowed the Hindenburg to float so gracefully, but it was also its greatest vulnerability, turning the majestic airship into a flying bomb waiting for a spark. The impact of the Hindenburg disaster was immediate and profound. Although, miraculously, 62 people survived the crash, 36 lives were lost. The fiery spectacle, broadcast on radio and shown in newsreels around the globe, shattered public confidence in airship travel overnight. The age of the magnificent passenger Zeppelins came to an abrupt and tragic end. This single event forever altered the course of aviation history, clearing the skies for aeroplanes to become the undisputed future of air travel. Do you think the Hindenburg disaster was a tragic accident of technology, or was it a warning about pushing boundaries that humanity simply ignored for too long? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories from history.